Okay, problem 6.4.12. Choose the correct graph that goes with this. Well, of course you could, use a graphing calculator, Desmos, whatever, and type that in and look at the graph to see. What I would remind you of is a log is an inverse function of an exponential. So like this exponential would be like your 6 to the x graph, and then log base 6 of x is the inverse of that. It's what undoes the exponent being x. These are inverse of each other. So then the next thing I would remind you of is that when you're dealing with an inverse, that it's a reflection over the y equals x line. So while that graph right there is my exponential, that most of you have worked with that long enough, when it's an inverse, it's a reflection over the y equals x line. So also if you have a table of data in the inverse, the two values trade places. So out here, where this is like a really small y and x gets really big, on the inverse, it would be a negative x's. So this would be really big negative y's, where this usually goes over the y-axis at 0, 1. This would be going over at 1, 0. So hopefully, if you see those two graphs, they appear to be reflections over the y equals x line. So the two that would seem to have that general shape over here, like this is the exponential. We're looking for the log, so that's not right. This is like exponential decay. That's not right. This, because your vertical line here is going down on the negative side, and there's no transformation on that, moving the x to the left with if there had been like an x plus, it looks like it goes over to the left 1 or 2 on there. If it had something like this, then I might consider that, but it doesn't. So that's out. So for me, the one that looks like it goes down along the y-axis and it's rising up over here. So it would be the reflection over the y equals x line right there. All right.